All right, PSA unboxing time. Full disclosure, I saw all these grades online prior to it getting here today, but all I've done is taken these cards. I'm about to show you the whole stack in a sec. Just taken them out of the box and then set them in my little photo booth here. So I have no idea what the order is. Here, let's just show you right now. Oh my gosh. So it's either 41 or 43 total cards. I forget. It actually might be 42. Put you back, perfect. All right, so it's probably 75% Pokemon. No, well, 70% Pokemon, maybe 20% 1989 Topps Nintendo game tips, which are sticker cards and scratch-off cards that are very hot right now, very cool. Final Fantasy, and a little bit of Marvel, but a majority of it's Pokemon. Did really well on the Pokemon and the Final Fantasy. For my standards, I would say it did terrible on the vintage Nintendo stuff. I sent them my best of my best. When it comes to Nintendo game tips, there's a lot of things you got to look for, from white ink stains that are hardly visible in the yellow game tips, to black ink smudges, to wax on the back of the card, to obviously centering corners, edges, surface. And when it comes to the Nintendo game tips, man, I thought I had at least 9s, all of them, but no, I got murdered on those, not so much on the Nintendo, or on the Pokemon. So anyway, once again, this is going to be a long form video I'm uploading to my brand new YouTube channel, which I just made to dump long form video content on. The TikTok and the Instagram, I'll have an abbreviated version of this. Maybe just fast forwarded or just with me muted, because you don't need to hear me talk. But for the YouTube channel, there is a lot of educational stuff in these cards behind here, especially with the vintage Nintendo stuff, since they did not get that good of grades. All right, let's get going. So, I have no idea the order, so this is kind of very exciting. We got Zinnia's Resolve 9. So Pokemon waifus, there's a few of those in here. Here we go. One of the only few Marvel cards. Galactus. I just love this card. It's Galactus. It's a perfect profile. It's very OCD, centered. Apparently not centered enough. Let's take a look at the back. Oh my gosh, here we go. Oh, you can see who's next. So there's this is Marvel Universe. Is this 1? I forget what it is off the top of my head, but 8. And then here's another 8, Marvel Universe Spider-Man. I thought these were all Series 3, and they just say Universe. I don't know, I'll look into that. Yeah, isn't it supposed to say Series 3 or Series 4? Because 1993 is Series 4, is it? I don't know, I'll figure that out later. But here's another 8, Spider-Man. This looks good. And at 8, it's probably only worth 15 bucks, the cost of grade, but who knows? Maybe a little more. It is Spider-Man. All right, let's get, ooh. All right, some Pokemon. Gym and Tin Fusion Strike, Mew VMAX, very nice, beautiful card. Obviously, I like Mew for reasons you could probably guess. Is my logo. Beautiful card. All these cards, well, I should say almost all of them. There's 1 or 2 I can think of that I might keep, but all of these you can buy. Pokedan.tcg at eBay store.com. So here we go. Full Art Shauna Fusion Strike Secret Rare 10. Beautiful. Very beautiful. 9. Oh man, that's fine. I think I figured it might be a little OC to the left. Yeah, you see that? Thick on the right, thin on the left, so no surprise there. But what is this? 7-year-old Pokemon card, so it's, you know, mid-modern at this point. All right, some Final Fantasy. This one got a 7. All the rest did pretty well. This came straight out of this Anniversary Collection set. It was sealed. I'm definitely going to look at this later to try to figure out why it's a 7. What is that? Is that part of the print? Oh yeah, that's just a feather. Yeah, I have no idea why this got a 7. It's Case fresh, box fresh. Love Squall. He's from Final Fantasy VIII. One of my favorite games as a kid. Huh. Yeah, why is that a 7? Yeah, there's no way I can figure it out looking through here. Get that out of there. All right, here is not a 7. That's what you want to see. So when you get Cloud plus 10, that might as well equal $signs, I guess. So that's Opus 4. It came out in 2017. Beautiful, beautiful card. So there's a pre-release version of this card that it'll say pre-release right there on the corner or on the front middle. I think that card is actually valued a little more, even though you have to pull this one, and the other one you could get automatically through, I believe, just the Opus the pre-release box, whatever you call it, $40. Have 8 packs in them. But yeah, I am so happy. When I saw I got a 10 on this, oh my gosh. Because yeah, you know, it's Cloud. It's a beautiful, beautiful, nothing wrong with the Final Fantasy Cloud 10. Oh, speaking of 10, here we go. All right, so Celebration's very popular, however, very overprinted set. It's one of those sets, it's very, very popular, and so overprinted, yet I don't know. I feel like the popularity will help offset the overprintness over time, maybe. But yeah, Venusaur, one of my favorite base set Pokemon, period. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Just a classic Venusaur image. Just don't mess with me. It's like if Snorlax was actually awake, you know? Just stoic, beautiful. Anyway. Oh my god, here we go. No, I got a 9. All right, I'm gonna scoot the camera up. Let's see there. Yep. All right, so this came from a Pikachu and Eevee collection box set. That was around the time of Hidden Fates. Yeah, this is around the time Hidden Fates came out, late 2019. Derpy Eevee is what a lot of people call it, at least what I call it. Very derpy Eevee. Very strange card, yet strange is amazing sometimes. Is proof with this card right here. Look at that. So yeah, we got a 9. So even at a 9, this is worth like 60, 70 bucks. Like, this derpy artwork has performed, I guess you could say, very well for only being a 4-year-old modern card. Oh man, I can't wait to really look at these later after I turn the camera off, because okay, here's the worst in the set. Definitely can't wait to check this one out. All right, so it's a Hulk. Again, Marvel Universe. Again, I'm pretty sure these should say Series 4 on them. I have no idea. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm waving this around the camera. The corners are all perfect and sharp, I know that. And I also can see that there's very minimal white edging, which is a big problem with these vintage Marvel cards. If you look at the left, right, top, bottom, almost no white whatsoever. This is actually pretty disappointing because this Hulk card is in Gem Mint 10. It actually goes for a lot of money. It's perfectly centered, top, you know, going down here. I only sent 3 of these because I mainly was sending Pokemon, so I chose 3 of what I thought were. Look at those corners. Look how sharp and crisp. And this came out of a factory sealed box that I paid a lot of money for. So yeah, I pulled this out of a fresh box, out of a fresh pack. You know, maybe I'll find something glaring later. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone will see what this is about. I don't know. I'm gonna move on. But yeah, 5. I don't know. Okay. Anyway. All right. So this card I got graded for controversial reasons because, you know, Mickey and Russia. What's Russia doing right now? Not good things. So yeah. I'm actually, oh, here we go. So in a 9, I'm fine, because one thing I didn't realize till after I sent this card in, even though it's perfectly centered on the front, as you can see, you flip it around, and look how thick it is on the left compared to right. I saw a photo of this card after I sent it into PSA, and I noticed that. So then I was like, oh, that's a 9 or an 8. And sure enough, they saw that obvious off-centering on the back too, and gave it a 9 at least. So, you know, that's good. This card is just sketchy, controversial enough to where I think someone might actually pay, you know, at least more than I paid to grade it. Okay, so this, you know, whatever, it's a 6, but these things are so incredibly rare that it's whatever. I think it should have got a 7 or an 8. But, so this is a 1991 Impel Disney Fantasia collector card hologram. And so this is a promo card, essentially, for the same set that this came out of. And there's 2 different versions of this card. I actually have an uncut sheet. Here we go. There's that. And then there's this 1992 World Tour. That's an uncut sheet right there. And that's, yeah, that's just very rare. Let's put it that way. Yeah, so that's worth a lot of money. This is the other hologram card. It's the Fantasia one. It's definitely more popular because Fantasia is very popular, the movie. Well, kind of. I had a cold last week, so if I sound all nasally and gross, I'm sorry. I'm just getting over being sick. But yeah, okay, so here's the cool thing about this. You flip it around, you get that on the back. So Mickey's back on the back, his front on the front. Very cool card. I got a 6. The card is so cool, I don't even care. I'm just glad it's encased. I don't got to worry about it becoming a 5 now. But yeah, I thought it was going to be probably a 7 or an 8. But yeah, I'm just going to keep it because it's cool, and then I'll try to get better ones. You're so cool, Mickey. I love it. This card is just so unique. All right. All right, so now, that's got to be, I think there's one other Nintendo game. Okay, that's just silly. I've done a lot of research on these. I've seen some 9s and 10s that look like absolute crap, especially compared to this. Okay, so there's a white ink dot that I can see highlighted there that I must have missed. But, you know, that would knock it down to a 9. Under not this light, you can hardly even see it. Like, when I look at it, I can barely see it, but then I look at it on the camera and I could see it better. The centering is really well. I don't think there's any wax on the back. Let's see. I know it's very well centered. Yeah, I know I checked the back for wax because it comes out of wax packs that get stuck right there where it says all 33 and the CRET. Usually get a lot of wax stains that people miss. Sometimes graders miss too. But yeah, this to me, it looks like a 7 or, I mean, geez, it looks like a 9 to me, and that's only because of that dot right there. Other than that, I have no idea why. But yeah, these guys are tough grades. Again, this came out of a fresh box. Fresh box, fresh pack. And I picked it out of hundreds of others that were, you know, because this black, okay, so this card, let's just talk about this card for a sec. Because I have a lot of these, and I picked this one for a specific reason. All this black ink, all this red ink, all that black, all that on 9 out of 10 of these, smudges, gets on his leg, gets on his hands, gets on his face, his mustache dribbles down. You get black or red, you get a green streak that goes down here. So those are the versions of this card that should probably be getting 5s or, you know, I don't know. There's something wrong with this card, I guess. I don't know what it is, but as far as the ink print on it, it's flawless, except for that little white one. On the image itself, it's a beautiful print of the cereal box. Okay, one of my favorite Final Fantasy cards, and I got it in a 10. Let's scoot the camera up. There we go. Unitas out of the same anniversary is box set is the Squall. This is a cool card. Final Fantasy X is the game the characters are actually from, and yeah, I mean this is nice. Beautiful, beautiful Final Fantasy card. So this only got a 5. Okay, so this comes out of a Nintendo Power magazine, a very specific, cool covered Nintendo Power magazine. I'd go grab it, but I'm already taking too long with the video. So I literally bought the magazine that this comes out of, off of eBay. I opened the magazine and this card is in there fresh. So naturally, of course, I had to grade it, even knowing it was very off-center. You still had to, I mean, I had to grade it, right? It came out of a fresh Nintendo Power magazine in the pages, untouched. But I guess that he really didn't like how thick the top was there because, yeah. Because other than that, it doesn't have any white edges or anything on it. It's a very cool promo card, though, that you could only get out of Nintendo Power magazine, which, by the way, I do collect mint Nintendo Power magazines, which is how I got this card. All right, coolest 2 cards of the submission right here. These also came out of, just like the Eevee around the time of Hidden Fates, Solgaleo and Lunala Hidden Fates Premium Collection promo box. It's really expensive. It was like 70 or 80 bucks or something like that. And you had these 2. And so this, and I'm just going to show you right now, because I'm assuming they're in order. Okay, good. So yeah, these 2. Here you go. So Lunala, Gem at 10. Solgaleo, Gem at 10. So this is about the dream come true. You buy the box, and both promos you send to grade. Both promos get 10s, sequentially graded 75, 76. So that's one way that you can get a lot more than market value for a graded card. To get it sequentially paired with something else that matters that's relevant to it. So yeah, these 2 are a perfect pair from the Hidden Fates era of modern Pokemon cards, and they are sequentially graded together. And of course, I will be selling them that way together, or I'll keep them. They're definitely not getting split up though. Okay, now we got another Lightning, or first Lightning out of another Anniversary Collection set. So when it comes to Final Fantasy, Cloud, Sephiroth, Lightning, you know, those would be the top 3 right there. Ooh, very cool card. This is her and all the characters from, what is it, Final Fantasy 14, I believe? Oh, it says right down there. Is that 13? Stop moving. Is that 13? Yeah. Yeah, 13. But yeah, beautiful card. God, I love Final Fantasy cards. Ooh, Gem at 10, Radiant Venusaur. So I really like Venusaur, so I always try to get them when I see them. Especially when they look like they're going to be a Gem at 10, and there you go. I might have actually, a lot of these I pulled myself, so this might have actually come out of a pack. It's very, wait, did I? Pokemon Go? I don't know. I might have bought this card somewhere. I don't know. So I have 5 different PSA subs working right now, like 150 cards. So a lot of these, I'm not going to remember, but there is a large amount of these I pulled myself out of packs. Ooh, okay. So we already had one of these in 10 earlier, I think. So apparently I had 2 of these. One got a 10, one got a 9. This probably chose a centering. You can already see it looks like maybe it's thick on top. No? It's thick somewhere. And a buddy. We got Unix. I don't know. What's that? That better be on the case. Okay, good. That was on the case. Sweet. All right, now we got Yuna. The other half of Titus and Yuna, or second half. It's a different card, just a Yuna card though. Is that, am I grabbing 1 or 2? What's happening? Oh, okay. Anyway, beautiful Yuna. Love it. Just beautiful. All right. Here we go. Another mid-modern Evolutions Venusaur EX, Gem 10. Forgive me, I still am a little sick, I guess. Oh man, I just really like Venusaur. Cool card, got it in a 10. Thank you very much. I think I probably paid $5 for this card like 4 or 5 years ago. I barely remember. Found it somewhere in Seattle. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, everything's fine. I just knocked some stuff over. All right, so we got Mew V Max. Here we go. So Lost Origin, actually a really cool set. A lot of cool cards, including this one right here. Yep, let's just move on. An 8 is not bad, I guess. It's OC. Scratches look good. So another 1989 Topps Nintendo scratch off card. These are such low pop. That's a big reason I sent these in. They're very popular now and very hard to grade. Let's go like this. Classic. 9? I thought I got a 10 on Diantha. Okay, alright, so Forbidden Light. This is... did I pull this? I don't know. It's thin right, I guess. So there's your 9. Very nice card. It's actually worth not a lot, but not a little either. Alright, here's another Murder. This card is extremely low pop, extremely hard to grade. I think I just tried just because of how hard it is. I think it's got a pop of 2 or 3, maybe even less, maybe a pop of 1. But yeah, gotta love Zelda. My dog's name is Zelda. Here we go, a 9. So if you get a 9 on these game tips, they usually go, at least now since they're becoming very popular, they go for about $50 to $60 if you kind of look at recent prices. Just beautiful illustrations from 1989. And perfect. I like the way they ordered these. Because I don't think I sent them. Did I send them this order? I don't know, maybe I did. Let's get the camera. All right. 1989 game tip stickers. So a lot of these are named Super Mario Bros. And it's just the only way you tell is by the number there. Like I think the last one, yeah, the last one is Super Mario Bros. 26. This one's Super Mario Bros. 31. Still great illustrations. Here we go. There it is. Yes, love to see it. Oh gosh, yeah, this is a good card. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Vivid Voltage. I love Vivid Voltage. It's got a really good Charizard holo and reverse holo, cracked ice, and yeah, that's just great looking. Man, slab is clean. Yeah, that's nice. I got this in a shop in Phoenix for like $7 or $8, I think. All right, Nearman 7. All right, we're getting a little closer away from 5. Super Mario Bros. It's a me, Mario. Looks good. Definitely. Once again, this is a card that usually has a lot of ink, just stuff everywhere. This one doesn't. Once again, no wax on the back either. Yeah, it's really well centered. I don't know. It's going to be tough grading these guys in the future. Because look at that. There's another 7. And this card is another one of those extremely hard to get this clean of a Super Mario Bros. Printed without red or black. Just kind of the way the printer would print on the cards. So of the probably 8 or 9 or 10 of these guys that I have, this is definitely one of the cleanest looking ones. I mean, it's really clean. Why did it get a 7? Come on. Yeah, I don't know. Is what it is. Let's flip it around. I'm trying to do this all with one hand. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. Honey Chilling Rain 9. Okay. Six. These things are impossible to grade. The Legend of Zelda. The black is so sharp. 1989 Nintendo of America ink. There's no, the sharpness of the print of the image, just to get it to look like that is so rare. And this is still a 6. And I already know that it has no wax on the back, because I definitely do not send ones with wax on them, man. What is going on here? 6, huh? Really? Look at that centering. The centering is perfect, trust me. If you don't know these cards, if you do, you know. That's really well centered. You'd be able to see wax from this angle of the light, where it says all 33, none. Yeah. I don't know. These are, someone was, maybe it's because I mixed all these vintage in with modern Pokemon, so they just saw the card stock and it being just like 30-year-old card. I don't know, dude. Here we go. Finally one that got an expected grade. A 9. I mean, I thought it might get a 10, but Rescue Zelda and win. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that looks, I'm not going to complain about a 9 on these, seeing as how hard they are to grade, but it looks really good. Whoa. Chill. All right, we're gonna do this one hand. Ooh. Okay, good. Yeah, this looks, yeah, that looks really good. Sorry, I'm looking at the Zelda card off camera. All right. So another Zelda. You can tell I like Zelda, but a lot of people do. Okay, so what is it? Off center a little bit. All the scratches are good. Maybe a little bit of dots in the thing. I've looked at a lot of the few of these that have graded 10, between the stickers and the scratchers. Some of them don't look that great. So all these that I sent in, I legit thought had a chance for a 10, just given what I've seen on the internet and in their database. But one thing's for sure, they are all very low pop. Extremely low pop. That is absolutely for sure. So it looks like we got a Mario Scratcher next. Yeah, this is one of my favorite images, just the swimming image. It reminds you of Super Mario. It's just, is it Super Mario Bros. 2 or 3 where they really get into the swimming? I forget. Oh my gosh, this next one, how did it get? Sorry, pardon me. All right. There he goes. That got a 5. That's insane. Dude, these game tips are way too hard to grade. All right, anyway. So the 9, there you go. Beautiful. It got an 8, sorry. God, that got an 8. Okay, so The Legend of Zelda. So this is the chase card as far as the stickers go in the set. Right here. Of all the cards for me to have a serious issue with how they graded, this is absolutely... Oh, yeah, what is this? Okay, so I actually have a couple of these cards just off camera to my left, and I'm looking at them, and this is a better looking version. Oh, you can see what's next. I'm just gonna look at this off camera. I see no wax, no... Okay, maybe it's because I looked at the back of the Zelda card, and because it's a sticker, you can see how it has line cutouts, like, because you peel off the sticker. If you flip it over on the back, and I'm reaching here, I feel like, God, you can't even see it. You can kind of see a, man, you really, anyway, you could imagine an imprint from the back of the cutout of the card. It looks really good. I don't know why this got a 5. That's kind of a joke. Yeah, again, all of these came out of a fresh case, fresh box, fresh blah, blah, blah. So yeah, and I've owned 9 of these. I've bought a 9 straight out. I've bid it on 10s. This looks like the 10 that I bid it on. All right, anyway, here's a 10. This is just a great artwork for great reasons. I'm not going to point to a. And what's the saying about Gengar? Gengar always sells. So this is gonna be the easy seller. Look at that. Look at that card. All right, another Zelda. We went hard in this submission on Zelda. We got a 9. Look at that octopus. This is 1989, remember. These are some of the first Link illustrations. I guess it's a few years in, but they're just so cool. It's an actual game. Instead of like a trading card game, it's a trading card that is a game. All right. So this is just the Japanese 25th anniversary. It's just a very cool Kyogre. Very cool illustration there. Forget the trainer's name. But yeah, I just sent this in because I knew it was going to be a 10. Because it was just so perfectly centered. I almost feel like I had no choice but to send it in. Because I knew it would be a 10. This I thought would be a 10. And it's definitely the only reason I sent it in. And it was 6. Why? I don't know. I guess maybe we can find out in a sec. It is perfectly centered on the front. That holo looks amazing. Beautiful, beautiful card. Why did you get a 6? Oh, this is my favorite card ever. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Why, what? Here, I'm gonna stop moving it for a sec. It's got a 6. It's got a 6, huh? A little speechless, I guess. It's whatever. Obviously, PSA graders are people, and I'm also a person, so maybe there's something I'm missing. Very cool Charmander, though. Just imagine if that said 10 on it. That'd be a very cool Charmander for a modern Pokemon card, especially with how cool the holo is. But I could still sell it for 10 bucks, maybe. And then, so this is one of my favorite artworks ever. I already have the Japanese version in a 10. This is probably the only card in this whole submission that we just looked at that won't be listed on my eBay store, Pokémon.tcg. And that's just because I love Zacian. I love blue and green. I think that's the main reason. I just love blue and green. I don't know. I love dogs. I definitely love dogs. All right, so there you go. So there it is. Next week, or maybe a week from half from now, I'll have another pretty big submission that's all V-Star Universe and Charizard UPCs. So that one's actually going to be really good because it's pure Pokemon and it's fresh. So a lot of 10s. And that one, if you watch this, wow. Hopefully I edited down a little bit for you. Anyway, Pokémon.tcg, and see you on the next one.